Oh, we live. Oh shit,
Stacy, what up?
son. Street Talk Radio LA, man. We are broadcasting live in Baltimore, Maryland, man. Via Los Angeles, California. I'm your host, Big Homie Smiles. You can follow me on Instagram at big_homie smiles with a Z. That is my guy in the background. Been ready. Been ready like we've been ready for this money, man. Been ready like we've been ready for this violence to stop in the communities, man. We tired of our communities, the people in our communities killing each other, man. We got to stop this senseless violence, man. Long live all the lost ones who just recently passed on through violence in the community, man. We got to stop this, man. I want to shout out to everybody that's going to be on the episode. Shout out to my guest I have coming on today. Shout out to the Heartbreak Kid, aka He's So Steady. You know what I'm saying? That's his hit song off his EP Stream. Make sure y'all go check that out, Heartbreak Kid. Stream that on all platforms. It's 4 a.m. in Houston, I think, or in the morning. 4 a.m. in Houston, I believe is a joint. But today's title of today's show is a good show. It's a good title. It's The Industry. The purpose of this episode is to talk about the influence of the industry that controls and shapes the stories and the narratives of artists and fans. I want my audience to understand that there are two worlds in the industry of entertainment, one for good and one for bad. I want my audience to create their own conversation about how rich people use the urban struggle to enslave Black men and women who are looking for an easier way to success. I want to bring on my man Steady. Thank him for showing up and showing out for the podcast. We got my man Steady, and we got an upcoming producer in the DMV. His name is Visions. Y'all make sure y'all be on the lookout for him. A Stout, aka Steady. I appreciate you touching down with us. How you doing, brother?
You know it's all love with us, bro. Like you know how we rock them. Great, how you been?
Man, cooling, man. Last time we had you on, you was doing some music for your EP. I believe that you was getting ready to drop for this couple months in this year, because I believe we talked in the beginning of the year, and you was getting ready to drop some EP for your project Heartbreak Kid, or I think you called it Shawn Michaels. Was it Shawn Michaels before?
Nah, Shawn Michaels was a single on that joint.
Was it single? Okay. So this is the Heartbreak Kid now. What made you drop your project now? Because I know you've been out the game for a little bit. You had a little break and shit. So what's been going on with you?
I mean, I dropped the EP and shit because it's like for some reason niggas forgot I do this shit.
Okay, they forgot you to
you
go to this water
know,
tie.
I followed a lot of motherfuckers, but I ain't gonna speak on that too much.
Okay, so you sunning a
Anyway,
lot of these artists out here in the DMV. You know what I'm saying, with the groove and the smooth.
yeah, you feel me? But I just dropped that shit just to put it out. Motherfuckers be like, yeah, that nigga back. I ain't going nowhere this time. I'm back.
You ain't going nowhere this time.
Yeah, I ain't going nowhere, man. I'm out here active.
You active out here. Now, how long have you been rapping for my people who are just tuning in on Spotify, YouTube, Google, listening to us visually and audioly?
I say I always rap, but I took it serious back in like 2014.
2014?
Yeah, I say 2014.
Now 2014, what was your first song that kind of got you your buzz? Because I know you from Twitter, from musically being on Twitter, and you having a pretty strong kind of following and fan base on Twitter with your music and stuff like that. So what was a song that kind of put your music out there on the scene, the underground world?
Damn, you took me back.
Took you back. You feel me? I'm an original
Very
DMV supporter. You
first.
feel me?
Dang, you just
Damn,
man.
yeah, I don't remember my very. I think it was a little remix jump. I did a don't like jump. The very
I
first.
don't like joint remix joint. That
Yeah,
kind of took you
Chief
off.
jump. Yeah, Chief Keef jump. I did a little slight jump to that.
Around
Okay.
that time, that song was cranking.
Yeah, that shit
So
was.
that song
I had
was
to.
cranking. You had to get a
I
freestyle
had
to
to.
that.
So
You
it
had to
was,
do the cover on that joint right quick.
of course.
Now, did you have a sound back then? Do you remember if you had a sound? Like,
Yeah, I
cause
had.
now, go ahead.
Well, I ain't mean to cut you off now. Sound wise, I say like the typical motherfucking young ass DMV motherfucker before like DMV had their own distinguished sound type shit.
Right, like the real raw sound.
Yeah, like that shit. then over time I just evolved into my own shit. So now,
Okay.
like,
So now, what would you say your style of music is? Is it more like a lazy style? Is it more like of a hype style, or is it more like a chill hip hop R&B style?
I mean, I ain't gonna say it's on like smooth hip hop R&B. I say more lazy because I really just be vibing.
It's like
You feel me?
lazy, chill, hip hop, R&B. It's like those three things
Yeah,
in
All
one.
mixed into one.
It's
all
all
vibes,
it's
nigga.
all vibes.
Yeah, because that joint came on you, man. Already started off with the vibe already. Now I know that's is that original beat that you did with the 4 a.m. It's what 4 a.m. in Houston. Is it 4 a.m. in Houston?
It's 4 a.m. in Houston. That's an original right there.
Oh, that's an original.
Yeah, you know, shout out my man Miami. You know,
Miami. Shout out to Miami. That's a cool little beat vibe right there. You know what I'm saying?
got to, had to. I'm like the sample set the John off, so I'm like, yeah, I gotta do something with this.
That's cool. Now, how did you for my people out there? Because the title of my podcast is The Industry, and for people that's out there that's not too familiar with the industry is like, a factory of an organization that create machines, and the machines are the artists. You know what I'm saying? And the artists produce the goods. Like if you are familiar with an industry have people who make money based off the goods that are created through the products and the factories. So the musician is the factory. So when you're creating a musician, they have to create good products, and they have to create and develop themselves as artists. Now, because you're in the underground, do you think if you were to get signed that you would be more welcome? Would you welcome being artist developed as an artist? Do you think that's beneficial for artists, especially you been underground? You know what I'm saying? You've been underground for about what, 7 years?
Yeah, I mean, to answer that question, it's kind of like 50-50. You feel me? Because we all like, regardless mainstream underground, we all like will benefit from all the artist development. But on that industry main platform type shit, I feel as though it's not that good because it strips the artist from, who they are. Like that
Mm,
shit makes them mold to be like 1,000 other motherfuckers is doing the same shit. Hence why a lot of
mhm.
motherfuckers sound the same, why they dress the same, why they talk the same, move the same.
And you
Like
think that's because of the artist development?
exactly.
Mm. And
So
but
it's
artist develop, but I thought artist development was to like make them more professional. You know what I'm saying? Teach them more about financing, and kind of shape them into like you said, be like a mainstream, maybe a mainstream artist, like the sound that is selling currently in the artist. They want them to be more towards that.
yeah, but also,
I
you
would
know,
think. I mean to cut you off. My
oh
bad.
no, it might be briefly.
No,
It's like also with that is cool. You get those benefits, but at the end of the day, you still put in that cookie cutter mode.
Mm,
And
okay.
making that transition from underground to mainstream, it's like your core fan base will peep that and stop fucking with
Okay. Your
you.
original fan that started when you was underground.
Yeah, and then once you mainstream, like that shit come and go, in and out type shit. So it's like you
Right.
don't got solid mainstream shit. They basically done with your ass. You go back to where the fuck you was doing. They ain't fucking with you, so you want to fucked up spot.
Mm. What you was gonna say, Vision?
I was going to say, just the way the whole industry stuff is set up, it's made to only evolve with the times of music, as in of what's the current topic, not evolving as in skill or becoming a better human overall. It's just for money and sales.
I like that. I like that. I like that you said that. That's true too. They are they're not concerned about you know becoming a better human, or creating music that are more beneficial to the masses, but more so beneficial to the pockets of the people that are invested into the industry, the music industry.
Right. I'm like, it's not too many people in the music industry that make music for the love of it. They make it to get something from it. I'm like, if you put something in and it's false, you're not gonna get what you're looking for. If you put your heart into it, it's gonna return. So it's really enough. I don't know why people try and play with people's craft like that, but
Right.
you let people do what they want to do. So
Right. But that also play into the development too of an artist. You know, when you with music labels, when you sign to a music label, they definitely going to push agendas onto the artist. You know what I'm saying, to be more beneficial to the people that are got the money instead of the person, and then they changing their character, and they, you know, they're being manipulated by people, the bigger higher ups. So Steady, uh are you going to make an album after this Heartbreak Kid?
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad, so
See, I
glad.
asked the right questions, nigga. You know what I mean?
Of course, man, of course, of
Street Talk
course.
Radio LA.
The
Feel
whole
me?
jump out to be produced by my man Smokey Garvin. You know, secondhand smoke. We
Okay, shout out to Smokey Gava.
You know, by the way, he dropping August 30th. Make sure y'all get that brunch in Motown.
Okay, get
But
that shit.
of course, giving y'all 10 even, man.
10 even. So you dropping an album, you're
Mhm.
giving us 10 even, and it's produced by Smokey Garvin. Now, is this producer? Is he a notable producer? Is he from the DMV? Where he from?
Actually, yeah, whole artist from DMV, whole time. No
He a whole
disrespect.
artist from the DMV.
Yeah, man, he cool vibes. I'm gonna shoot you his info too after we, chop
Yeah,
it up.
we gotta get him on the show.
Yeah, we gotta get
Now,
on that.
now, have you started working on the album? Is it going to give us the vibes? Because the vibes of Heartbreak Kid, because Heartbreak Kid gave me a good little vibe. Like I got like chilling in my car, you know what I'm saying? If I got my woman with me, we driving down Sunset Boulevard, smoking a J with the top back. That's the type of vibe I got with this Heartbreak Kid, you know what I'm saying? Type of, or if I'm, you know what I'm saying, doing my thing in the lane, getting these these drinks to run the train, you know.
But yeah, to answer that question, to answer that
Cause
question,
ain't no dollar like a good dollar, you know what I'm saying? If she don't tell that nigga holler, you know, then we got,
not
squalor the
church,
squabble.
church. But yeah, that shit gonna be that times 10. You feel me?
Times
Shit,
10. So you
times
already
10.
in album mode right now.
Already in album mode. Nigga, I'm 2 songs in right now. But
2
by
songs
the end of
in.
the year, that junk gonna be done. I say maybe top of the year. I might just pop out springtime. You never know.
Okay, so we looking at 2023. You got a title? Do we got a title, or we gotta hold off on the title? You
You
got
gotta
time?
hold off on that title. You feel me?
Hold off on it. So we thinking
The
2023
title, the
spring.
title. You follow me on Twitter. The title in your face. But
Okay, if you follow my man on what's your Twitter handle for my people that's
yeah,
out
he's
there?
so steady.
At what?
He's so steady.
At He's So Steady. Is that with 2 E's and an A, or 1 E,
Yeah,
2 A?
Matter of fact, it's my handle on hit to make it easier.
Okay, make it easier. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all listening out there at Spotify and y'all looking at us on YouTube, make sure y'all check my man Twitter out. Is He's So Steady. That's with 2 E's at the end of steady. You feel me? So are you making money off your music? And if no, why not? Because before you answer that, the reason why I ask is because a lot of mistakes that artists make. I'm gonna give 7 mistakes after you answer this question, but a lot of times artists don't know how to monetize their work. Like if they put music on YouTube, they don't know that they got to monetize the AdSense that Google puts the ads on their stuff. They don't know how to monetize, through the BMIs or the United Masters, so they can get cut a check. You know what I'm saying? So are you getting paid? Are you business minded, or are you just an artist making music?
I mean, I'm just getting business minded. Like I recently just had my distro kit set up, so
Okay.
that's about
Let's go.
And now I'm going legit with it. So,
We gotta start the process somewhere.
yeah, you gotta start from somewhere, man. You feel me? I can't. I'm getting older. I can't be out here, thugging it and shit. So I gotta really lock down on that shit. You feel me?
Right. Now the reason why I asked you, because I wrote down 7 mistakes I feel and I believe that artists make when they're doing independent music. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a person that is very much involved, or I'm very much a supporter of musicians, especially my DMV musicians, especially just artists, or people in general that just, want to succeed. But I've noticed in my about 15 years of being a supporter and a promoter of DMV music that these are 7 things that I've noticed that artists, especially in our area, make. You know what I'm saying? Number 1 is they don't have a job or income to
Exactly.
support them. You know what I'm
You need
saying?
you need funds to make funds.
You need funds to make funds. And because a lot of artists that are underground and the artists that are in the industry are coming from the streets, you know what I'm saying? They involve their criminal money inside into the music money and they get caught up. And so when they get bagged or when they get locked up, now their musical money is like being thrown in the air because now they got to take that money and spend it on lawyers and stuff like that. So I'd say to artists who are in the streets and who are getting illegal money, you would need to want to wash that money and make it clean, you know what I'm saying? Make it work for you, you know what I'm saying? And how you can do that is invest in businesses, invest in real estate, especially if you are a good drug dealer. I ain't talking about a drug dealer that's selling ounces and flipping ounces and shit and fake selling 8 balls and only getting $200-$300 back and think you gonna flip bills and shit, nigga. No, you gotta really be getting
always clean your money. If you in that life, always like got some shit set up so you can clean your money up.
Yeah, man, you gotta be able to clean your money up. You can't be out here and trying to mix the two worlds. The two worlds don't mix. Now, my next question that I was gonna ask you, Steady.
Yeah, hold on.
Hmm?
My bad. You know, we had a little interruption.
Nah, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this motherfucker and we're gonna put it over here.
Put it over here. Oh, you got the birds chirping, man. The birds chirping for the little bird feed, huh?
Nah, it's a little something. But.
Okay, I got you. So, are you planning on being independent your whole career, or do you want to be signed? Because I know nowadays being signed is something that people don't want to do. You know, because they feel like you said that they try to like Vision said, they try to make you into somebody you're not, you know, and they try to bring you into the bad side of the industry. Some labels do instead of the good side, you know, of the entertainment side. So do you want to be signed or you want to do your independent thing?
Man, I'm just rocking independent. You feel me? I'm not really looking for like to get signed by a major for real. I'm cool independent. You feel me? You know who my OGs and this shit is. Yeah. So it's like unless they hit me like, hey, this is what's going on. We want you on board. I'm staying independent.
You staying independent. Now, does it cost like now I've when they had like Diddy had that little what's that joint there?
Don't say making it back.
No, not making it bad. But when he had that little joint in LA where all the artists come on the stage, what's that joint called? I forgot the name of it. But I heard somebody say like if you're an independent artist, you need like to be a successful artist independently, you need like $250,000. Do you think that's something that is true, or is that outlandish, or is that like to like bum rush the masses with your stuff?
Man, I don't mean to answer the question.
No, go ahead.
My bad.
I'm gonna let you know.
Yeah, go ahead, Visions, man. Young producer, you know some shit.
Well, I will honestly say you don't really need a dollar amount to guarantee the success of your music. If you hit your target audience, then you'll always have people listening. So it's really nothing else to it. Now, I would say as far as buying promotion, you might dump a nice penny in there, but if you put your money in the place, you might don't even got to do too much. And if the quality of your music is good, you definitely don't got to do as much. So if people want to succeed, stop making trash music, make better music.
Exactly. Boy, you been listening to my boy. Did you see me right what my show was about today, boy? Because you're on point.
Nah, this is how I see it. This is just me. Like this is just me. Like
boy, you smart. This is you gonna take off, boy, for you to have a mind like that. Be so young. You gonna take off. You know what I'm saying? Because that's right. That's what you said. Everything you said, it was absolutely right. You know.
Yeah, I feel like this way you gotta move right with this stuff because like I sit down, like I don't watch no TV. I rarely listen to music that much now. I only listen to like little gems and interviews and stuff, focus on the craft. So like I had interviews from people like Steve Stout, Swiss Beats and stuff.
Right.
Listen to what they be talking about. I'm like, bro, it's really a game. You just gotta crack the code. It's nothing but letters and numbers. That's the matrix.
Right, that's the matrix. Come on. Give us the knowledge, brother. Give us the knowledge because it's about targeting. It's about having a target audience. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our artists out here now that's in the industry, and not to cut you off, Sal, but a lot of artists in that industry right now, they don't really have a target audience. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you a perfect example. And no offense to Coily Ray, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with her vibe. I fuck with her energy. I fuck with her vibe. I fuck with her energy, you know what I'm saying? But she's an artist that really didn't have a target audience. You know what I'm saying? She was just throwing out songs, you know what I'm saying, and hoping one of the motherfuckers stuck. And the joint that stuck was the Big Purr joint.
Yeah,
and you know what I'm saying? Everybody took off with that joint. So, and now that she's performing and she's getting locked in for tours, she's really seeing how hard it is, you know, being an artist. And she's not getting that type of feedback from the artist. She on stage like, yeah, Bert, yeah, I'm with my butters, and my butters love me. I'm going to the tree.
The way it go, I will say this. When you gotta have a certain type of taste when you listen to music. Like everybody don't want to listen to a chorus.
It's subjective, absolutely.
Yeah, it's subjective. Like it's all what the people want to hear. But she literally just make music to have fun. Everybody got their preference, but it's like, come on, man. If I'm gonna take 2 to 4 minutes out of somebody's day to my song, at least tell me something worth listening to.
Yeah, sure, you gotta get her
in my time, you know.
Sure, you gotta get her right, man. She gotta get her stance together. You feel me?
Yes, or she gotta get she gotta get her a little writer, man, a little ghost writer.
Because if she get a ghost writer, they gonna shut her career out real fast.
Oh yeah, because they gonna know. Is it a bad thing to have a ghost writer? Is it a bad thing?
I personally wouldn't say it's a bad thing, because if you need assistance, you need assistance. There's nothing wrong with needing help. Throw that part out the window. But on top of that, it's like, don't act like you don't need help. Don't act like you're doing it by yourself. Like, give credit, share the light on the people who assist you. But honestly, I personally think, I'm not gonna say how could you be an artist if you can't tell your own story, but it kind of plays a big part into who you are. Like, if somebody's helping you create your story, is who's the story about?
Right.
A pair or a single person, you know what I'm saying? But we all individuals. Collaboration is the whole point of music, to make it grand. So anybody could do what they want, but yeah, it is.
You just got to try to stay as original as possible. The number 2 on my 7 things that independent artists make a mistake on, you guys, and I want y'all to tell me if I'm wrong. So my number 2 is choosing an original rap name. You know what I'm saying? And so that you can get noticed. You know.
Yeah, that shit.
A lot of times artists don't have original rap names. Everybody got Lil in their shit, Lil Baby or the Baby, you know what I'm saying? The Dollar, you know what I'm saying? Or everybody is a Ruger or a Glock, you know what I'm saying? Or a motherfucker Uzi, you know? So you gotta have an original rap name. What you was about to say, Sal?
I was gonna say the name shit, that shit gonna come. Cause you didn't saw you peeped my shit. Like, nigga, I done had how many, and now I finally found my shit. Like,
but the one that stuck out the most to me was the South joint.
Yeah,
I don't even remember the name after. What was the one before that?
I don't remember my damn self.
See, look,
you know, it's like, you feel me. So it's like
South was a good name. Then you changed your name to He's So Steady, but Steady is still a good name too. Steady is a good joint.
I'll forever be Uncle South.
Man, come on, South is what I know you by, man.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, it's time for you to be 100%.
Yeah. But so do y'all feel that an artist's name it plays a big role in how they get noticed and the type of audience that they're trying to get?
I personally think your artist name could add some pizzazz to your track when you read it on whatever streaming service. Like, if you hear a wild name, it's gonna throw you off. But if you listen to the song, you're a real music listener, the name not gonna matter. You'll grow into it.
Right.
Big of a deal, but don't try to make it something you not. Try to make it something cool, and then need that hype to keep you going, because you'll fall off that mountain real quick.
Yeah, right. That's your whole identity.
That's your whole identity.
Exactly. Like a 6ix9ine, that nigga whole identity out the window. Out the window. That nigga is a cold hoe.
I won't even say 6ix9ine as a rat. The boy is hilarious. He's a genius marketer.
He's absolutely a genius marketer. Yeah, go ahead.
No, but I'm like, that whole situation, I didn't read too much about it, but basically, you know how they was talking about he did all that snitching and all that. I'm like, he told on people that didn't care about him. Right. Anybody would do that if you find out you kicking it with some fake people. So I don't even know about all this cold stuff.
It's not even all that.
But he's a civilian. I think it's more so that people forgot that he was a civilian. He came into it as a civilian.
He's a civilian and he got caught the fuck up.
Yeah, he's a civilian that got caught up.
At the end of the day, if you're a civilian, do civilian shit. Don't be a civilian one day then go to motherfucking Family Dollar, buy a red bandana, and now you want to hang with the set and
You
shit.
can't. We can't. I mean, we can't. The people can't even blame. Even the fans, you know what I'm saying? They can't even blame 6ix9ine. You got to blame the members in the fraternity. You know what I'm saying? Because they got a program to operate by, and you know. And
Right.
so if you're going to use somebody as a cash cow to make your organization money, then that's what you gotta do. You don't have him in a room at the round table with the real hitters and the real gangsters talking about real shit. If he gonna be a cash cow for the organization, if he gonna wear the bandana, you know what I'm saying, just have him be the face. You know what I'm saying? Don't have him in rooms with niggas talking about real shit. And this, y'all know this nigga is a civilian. You know what I'm saying? That's the program. Those niggas in the trade, 3 trade, whatever they 9 trade, those niggas that really wasn't with the program. Because a real nigga that's with the program ain't gonna really allow a nigga like that they just trying to use to make money off of to get involved in real shit that's going on behind the scenes. So I ain't even really too mad at the sick nigga 6ix9ine. He a rat, but you know what I'm saying? He a civilian. So what do you expect? You know, you can't really. But he's a troll. I digress. I wanted to say that he's the perfect person that is an artist development prototype for artist development, because he really got developed into a brand and an artist that he's still able to profit off of to this day. You know what I'm saying? Man, somebody said, man, he a pussy.
Nah, I'm like, I'm been watching Ace comments the whole time. He been catching my eye. I'm like,
fuck 6ix9ine. Yeah, I'm saying fuck 6ix9ine. Fuck 6ix9ine. Definitely fuck 6ix9ine.
but
But
he did say what he
know,
said. He said it is a code, respect it. I'm like, fool, if you don't get it,
if you a civilian, it's no code for civilians. Understand
yeah,
that. It's no code for civilians.
You in another lane. I'm like, you ain't supposed to do that.
At the end of the day, with that shit, it's like, all right, he a civilian, but he a grown ass man. He made that motherfucking decision. He signed up for that shit.
No, he signed up for entertainment. He signed up to get a good buzz.
That's fault. I'm like,
he signed up for a buzz. You know what I'm saying? It's the people behind him that really know about the program to not include him in the shit that they really doing. That's how these niggas got bagged, because they was putting 6ix9ine in situations. This nigga is supposed to be like a Snoop Dogg. You know what I'm saying? Snoop Dogg not no real fucking Crip. You know what I'm saying? This nigga is like a face. You know what I'm saying? They got him in the program. You see, he got himself caught up in the beginning, but then he got with the fucking program. And that is, you just gonna do this, give us some money, break the homies down, break the little homies down, put the little homies on. You know what I'm saying? And you maintain your status with us. But they ain't do that. They ain't do that. So that's what I was saying. But I was just saying that the nigga is a good way. Nigga know how to promote some music. Nigga's a troll.
I think it's a lack of big homies.
It's a lack of big homies?
It's a lack of big homies.
I wouldn't even say big homies could be something, but we can just go ahead and take it a step further and say male figures or some shit, because niggas wouldn't be moving foul if they had somebody to show them how to move. So
yeah, because even in the people that I call my blue and red people, my fraternity members. So even in fraternities, you know what I'm saying, you have people that have the right mindset. You know what I'm saying? People just don't want to be in the right mindset, so they do things accordingly. But I feel like if you are really trying to, you know, make something of yourself, you just put yourself in the right attitude, the right mindset. You know, that's what you gotta do. Number three are 7 things that artists do to that they fuck up with.
Hey, Treetop.
Yeah.
Hey, hold up. I don't mean to cut you off. I got one. I got a motherfucking golden rule with this shit.
Okay, golden rule. Let's get the golden rule.
All independent artists, period. Please read your motherfucking contracts.
Read your boy. Damn, y'all ahead of the game on a nigga. Y'all ahead of the game. Read the contracts.
A lot of niggas
not reading, because a lot of niggas don't know how to read. So we gotta say, y'all niggas need to be learning how to read first in order to read the contract.
Don't mean to cut you off. If I was to tell anybody, I'd be like, don't sign the contract, learn the business.
Learn the business. Learn the business first.
I'm like, you want a portion or you want the whole pie? If you don't get the whole pie, how the fuck you gonna feed the rest of your family?
Right, but because we live in a generation that's a get quick. They want to get rich quick. So exactly. If you want to get rich quick, and if you ain't really got no money, if you really in the streets, you know what I'm saying, and you really not trying to be in the streets no more, and the label come to you with a 360 deal. They say we're gonna give you 100,000, but you really ain't getting no money until all of that 100,000 paid back in full. You know what I'm saying? So, or like Boosie can't even drop an album by itself until 2024 because the nigga ain't read his contract. So now he gotta do features. I think that's the reason why.
I think it's Boosie.
No, I think it's Flav.
No, it's Boosie. Boosie can't drop it. That's why y'all think he never dropped. He has not dropped an album by himself.
But the fact that he's staying relevant, he can't drop music. Shout out to that man.
Yeah, shout out to Boosie.
Shout out to Boosie. Shout out to Boosie. Shout out to my guy Boosie. You know what I'm saying, for staying relevant in the industry. I'm a little opposed of his opinions, but shout out to my man Boosie. You know, I feel like
his opinions ain't nothing wrong with his opinion. It's just like vulgar in the way that people take it, because don't nobody expect you to say the raw truth when you're live. They expect you to like sugarcoat stuff. I'm like, nah, you gotta respect realism where it's there. I'm like,
I respect it, but you know, you gotta have some type of, you know, like, I feel like
some type of threshold code.
You know I'm saying, like, it's gotta be, as an artist, you know, the reason why I'm saying is because he is an artist that is on a global platform, you know what I'm saying? And people are privy to their opinion, they're privy to believe what they want to believe. But if you're an artist, you know, you got to have some type of, you know, threshold, like you said, to things that you say. Number one, because, you know, you got people that support you who may be the things that you are maybe broadcasting to be against, you know what I'm saying? And the reason why I said that is because of the Lil Nas situation, you know. And I understand, you know what I'm saying, though. I'm just saying my opinion. I'm just saying, wait. Let me say my opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I say that is because Boosie paid a prostitute to suck his son's dick when he was small, right? Right? Okay. So for him to have an opinion about a gay artist doing a video on some gay shit, I think he should have kept his mouth closed. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that people feel like that this Lil Nas thing is like pushing the gay agenda onto black men. And I feel like, you know, they feel like he's promoting super spreading AIDS and whatever. But I don't think so. I think that if your child is looking at Lil Nas and he want to be gay, that nigga always been gay. If that's the case, you know, you could say about rap music, you know what I'm saying? It's influential, you know?
Yeah.
If Nas has the ability to influence your straight son to twerk in the mirror and wear purse and lipstick, then we can also say that this music about these kids popping pills and the nigga Moneybagg Yo doing the Waukesha song about being a fucking lean head, then that's also then that's gonna make your kid be a lean head. He want to do songs about singing the fucking Waukesha and shit.
Yeah, man. Times are crazy.
I'm just saying. If you don't want your kids looking at shit that's adult, like, they should be. Okay, that's the time. I'm getting the bill. I gotta wrap it up. If you don't want your kid looking at the adult shit, don't have them watching TV, or you need to be informing them about the weird shit that's out here in the world.
That goes back to what I was saying. That goes way back to what I was saying. For artists, be mindful on both sides of the fence. I see both parties. I see both arguments and all that shit. Be fucking mindful of these kids because they see that shit. They want to emulate that shit, and it is what it is at that point.
Yeah, you gotta be mindful. You gotta be mindful of the children, of the little babies.
Learn how to censor yourself, because it ain't always going to be the motherfuckers from Viacom and shit hitting you like, "Hey, you don't say that, can't say that." Like, always, motherfuckers, learn how to censor yourself.
You gotta be mindful. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you getting paid by the people that you hate. You know what I'm saying? You hating against, but. Go ahead. What you was gonna say, Vincent? I gotta wrap it up. I just got the bell. Go ahead, say one thing. I'm
gonna let it rest. You'll see me again. I can hold my peace.
All right. We're gonna let that sizzle on your spirit. We gonna come back. We're gonna have another one. We gotta come back. We're gonna do a part 2 to this. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna let that sizzle in their spirit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Country Wayne. Hey, I appreciate y'all tapping in with me, young kings, young guys on they grind, trying to make it, you know, steady. I appreciate you popping in. Visions, I appreciate you being a young Black producer out doing your thing. I can't wait to hear about that project you got coming out. And when we bring you back next Tuesday, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna finish this conversation up because I stopped at number 3, so I got a couple more stuff to go. So next show we're gonna get it in. If y'all go ahead.
Next Tuesday, make sure y'all tap in.
Next Tuesday, make sure y'all tap in. This part 2, the industry part 2, man. We're gonna finish it up. Hey, I appreciate Ace too coming out.
First part 2 on Treetop LA.
You feel me?
We get it.
Let's get it. Townhouse Media Platform, nigga.
Big Draco, nigga.
Big Draco, we the first thing, nigga. Hey, shout out to my man Ace, man. I appreciate Ace for coming on. Hey, y'all already know, man, this is how we do each and every time. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and listening. Thank you for my new listeners. Thank you for the old listeners. Shout out to Townhouse Media, man, for providing this platform. Shout out to YouTube, man. Shout out to Spotify, Google.
Wait. What are you closing the show?
Because I heard the bell.
No.
What was the bell for?
That was the halftime.
Oh, that was the halftime. Okay, we back in this bitch.
Tripping.
We back in this bitch.
Bugging.
I'm bugging. Did they
bugging.
leave? Did they leave though?
Nah, we still here. Hold on,
We
bringing
still
everybody in. We
here?
bringing
Okay,
everybody
we
in.
here.
Come on.
Bring
Man.
everybody in.
She's wild.
Ace, what's up, baby?
What's the
She
deal,
wild.
man?
I'm wildin', man. I was like,
Come on,
man, this show getting good. Been to the bed.
Come on, bro.
I'm about to end it on our ass.
Hey, nigga, it's your show. How you not know?
She ain't even keeping up with the time. She wilding.
I'm wildin'. My phone. Hey, Ace. So back to what we was talking about. We talk about, the artists and they have their opinion. I see down here you said a man should be able to speak his mind. I agree. I ain't against that.
Look, check this out, man. Okay, it's one thing on how you can just sit there and speak your mind and say what you say, but when they doing their little shit, they speaking their mind on what they want motherfuckers to look at. You feel
Right.
me? So they doing a lot of influences, and they had these mainstream platforms, like you said, to reach out to all these kids over there.
Right.
So it's like, I feel like, in a way, you're not giving the kids a real opportunity on what they want to do based off their own actions and what they go on in the world.
Can I ask you this? Why are we expecting the musicians and the artists to shape the character of our kids?
Well,
how we want them to look at the world.
Well,
that should be done with the parents, right?
Well, it's not necessarily. I'm saying shape. It's more of the better leadership when it comes to like I said, they go based off what they see. You feel me? So if that's being presented to them, then it's like, I'm not saying being,
what about sex, drugs, rock and roll? That's being presented to the kids too.
Oh yeah,
not just gay shit.
But I'm not just saying that neither though. Like, that shouldn't be really too much being put into their, preference in life period neither. It's like, you gotta really set a better role model. A better role for anything. Regardless of what it is. It ain't just about being gay or being a coke addict, or like you said, being a lean head.
Right.
All that shit is wrong.
Right.
Everybody expect people to always do better, but when you always putting this shit on here, like I said, people with a major platform, they're able to just do this shit freely, just to get some chicken. It's for the chicken.
Right. They selling their soul for $1.
Exactly. But then you start thinking about it like, damn, are you really putting this shit back into where you say you come from, and you ain't never forgetting where you come from? Because when you look at me, when I look at it, you spent all that chicken on big ass diamonds, unnecessary expensive ass cars that has no value. That shit don't have no value. If something happened to you today, right now, that shit holds no value. You can't take that shit to heaven with you. You didn't do nothing positive with it. You feel me?
Right.
Now when you look at Akon, this is a man that done some
started
shit.
His own civilization.
Exactly. A person that took his money and used it and rinsed it. Like, you feel me? Made something of itself.
Acorn, you got the Acorn and all that. Yeah.
Exactly. So when you sitting here talking, just like another thing with the 6ix9ine thing, I understand what you were saying, but it was more of the simple fact is, he may have been a civilian, but then he took himself out of the civilian situation. So when
Yeah.
you want to sit there and
Yes,
you
sir.
want to go ahead and make videos and all this
Yeah,
bullshit you
okay.
talking about,
Yeah,
you
that's
took
true.
yourself out of that. So
That's
now
true.
you put yourself in a part to where you have to be a part of the code. The fact that he broke the code, so he's a rat, he's a pussy. There's nothing
Right.
real about this man. The
No,
trolling
nothing
shit
real,
he
nothing
do,
real.
the trolling shit he do,
That's right. That's
I'm
totally
saying the trolling shit is just like smart
trolling
as
shit he
shit.
does, the trolling shit he does, yeah, don't get me wrong, it's brilliant as fuck.
Right.
But that shit still don't hold a value. It's just our time out of the way we wasting our time by just seeing this shit and it's just trending all over the world. Like, bro, I can read something more productive than this bullshit.
Right.
You feel me? That's where I'm coming at it from an aspect. You feel me?
Right.
So, like he said, when all you artists, when y'all go out here and y'all read your shit, read your contracts, really read it. Stop
Right.
fucking going over and trying to skip it just to get to the chicken. That
Right.
chicken shit is way overblown. It's not even worth it if you really ask me, because if you really don't have a plan on what you're gonna do with your chicken, like
Right.
you're gonna be confused, and then you'll be just another rapper out here
Spending
becoming
all the money
a
on
pos-
chains and shit.
Exactly. When you came up into the game positive, then all of a sudden you lost sidetrack.
Right.
And we
But
can
hey,
we can name so many people right now.
right.
You feel me? In this game, that you'd be like, man, I hope he don't like really grow up and just be like this. Here you go, this nigga #1 trending on. He
Right.
go on the court, or he has sexual acts, or he
Right.
did this or did that. Bro, it's not like my boy said, it's not enough leadership. It's the big homies
Right.
is not
The
doing
big
their fucking
homies.
job.
Right.
They not doing their fucking job. They scared of
Right.
these young niggas.
Yeah, they is
These
a
young
lot of
niggas
these big
making them
homies scared of young niggas, man.
I mean,
right.
Because they throw
the
pistols
big
everywhere. They don't even fight no more. The motherfuckers say, "Why fight when I can shoot?" Bang bang.
Right.
right.
Pussy shit.
These young
That's
niggas,
pussy
they
shit.
crazy. They
It's
crazy now.
pussy shit. It's pussy
Yeah.
shit.
But
When I
why do
was
you?
coming up,
Mhm.
don't get me wrong, gangbangers, yeah, they might have pulled the burner out, but that was only due to situations of, oh, so you
Yeah.
really gonna be a bitch and pick up a gun and shoot my man? I'm about to come
Right.
shoot your man. But at the end of the day, when I was coming up, I respect you of using your fist and losing the fight than you
Right.
picking up a gun and being a bitch.
Right.
Because at the end of the day,
Because nobody
you,
can't fight no bullets.
no, exactly. You can't find it, which is the pussy way out. Like,
Right.
nigga, whoop my ass before you, so I can go back and see my family.
Right.
Like, you feel me? Like, and then when I was coming, like I said, hoods will come 20 on 20, have a big ass rumble, and guess what? They'll go back to their hoods and they'll be alive.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's
Damn.
all about the respect. But like I
Right.
said, these young niggas are scared. They can't fight.
Why you
And
think it's
some-
so important for the rap artists to have a truthful rap persona? Because I was taught, especially when I was younger, you never want to mix two worlds. You know what I'm saying? So if you in something, you want, like, especially if you're in the criminal world, you want to stay in the criminal world. Why do you think the criminal world is merging with the music world? Because why they have to have this such truthful persona
Man,
of
just
rap
because
music?
everybody want to have their hand in everything.
Mm.
That's the reason why. It's no. That's not even a thing. That's not even possible in this
Right.
world. It's
You
not.
can't
That's not
do
even possible in this world.
You can't do two, right?
No,
Can't
you
do
can't. No, look. The thing is, you may think you can't do two, but it's on how you move. You feel me? Like I said, people want their hands in everything, and it's a possibility to have your hands in everything. Only if you become that a loan shark. You
A
see
loan
what
shark.
you call it did. Suge Knight, he was doing that shit. And he
Right.
had his hands in everything. But guess
Right.
what he was doing? He was
Washing
playing the
his
bully
shit.
man. He was being
Right.
a bully man, which means you didn't bring the criminal world into the regular world. There's no
Right.
such thing as, oh, how could you keep this out of this world? That's impossible because
Right.
you have to step out of in order for you to be in the criminal world, you have to step into the regular world to become that criminal.
Right.
How you think you have a trending name? How you think the people got your name in your mouth? How you
Right.
think this? It's impossible.
Right. You have to be able to switch that criminal mind into a business mind, because when you think about it, what you do in the streets, it definitely equates to the business world. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know, if you
it's
can
about,
transfer in your mind.
yeah, it's adapting to your environment.
Yeah.
We're just like animals. We have to adapt as we go. And if we can't adapt like we want to, we're going to have to figure that shit out. Just like you said, if you can't reach a contract, nigga, you better learn how to read.
Yeah, you better learn how to read, because that contract is everything. You know what I'm saying?
Talk.
Especially with artists out here. And I was saying before that, you know, it's a good side and a bad side to the industry. You know what I'm saying? The good side of the industry are the people that, you know, are trying to reshape the narrative, and so to speak. They're putting out music that's positivity. Then you got the bad side, the people that want to involve themselves inside the streets and the industry. You know what I'm saying? That's where fans get split. You know what I'm saying? Like we having a debate with the 6ix9ine. You know what I'm saying? Because the industry and the streets have merged when the industry is just supposed to be entertainment. So can it just be entertainment like what Lil Nas did? That's entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's straight entertainment.
like yeah, that's his preference. That's what I'm saying. So his preference is what he wants to speak his mind on, just like everybody else. So it's like everybody got to stop faulting each other for their fucking mind and what they think. If that's how they think. That's how they think. Like, you feel me? So stop being so judgmental or being in your fucking feelings because this person did this or this person said that. You feel me? Everybody has a right to comment on what they feel like they want to comment on, even though
everybody had
some
the right to
people,
their opinion.
exactly, even though some people may not like it, but hey, live with it, motherfucker.
Right, it's just a world we gotta live in.
It's
As
the
long
world
as
we
they ain't
gotta
hurting
live
your
in.
kids, as long as whatever people not doing not hurting you, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? It ain't messing up what you got going on in your house. You know, let them motherfuckers do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Once you start doing that shit and you start like, bro, you gotta stay in your lane, bro. Stop getting over without using a blinker.
Right. That's how you crash.
Exactly. Don't hit me with the I'm about to get over. Good luck, and just no.
Right. Just hope something go there. You gotta have some intention with your shit.
Exactly. Shit, let me know, man.
If you
Right.
want,
I put my brake on. Shit, go on.
I put my brake on. Yeah, because I was saying, you know, like on number 4, because I was saying how artists they're not building relationships. That's number 4 on my 7. I got 3 more. So number 4 on my list was not building relationships. Artists don't know how to build relationships now. I feel like in this generation, because it's a lot of beef being created with these artists and what they involve in the streets too. You know what I'm saying? They feel like I don't have to build no relationships with other artists, but they don't understand that's how you get a better sound. That's how you get in position by relationships. Is networking. You know what I'm saying? Like in the
People
work
fail to
world.
realize in this new industry, you're right. Features is everything. They need to go back to the 90s and see how it's been done.
Right.
How some mainstream rappers are actually still relevant to this day, regardless if they making music or not.
Exactly.
They
like
go
Cassidy.
get on the track right now, they'll be like, oh yeah, like the Cassidy shit. Exactly, you're right. This man, yeah, he's a mainstream battle rapper, but my boy done made hits in the mainstream motherfucking industry of rapping. You feel me? With some of the top hottest singers and rappers.
Who you say,
minus the joint with R. Kelly.
Minus the joint with R. Kelly. That joint's still a
I'm
banger,
sorry,
boy.
bro.
That joint a banger.
You
that joint's a banger. You tripping like shit.
They better come to my hotel.
Girl, I might give you my room key.
Man, hey, I guarantee you right
girl.
now, a couple of Jack Pineapples, and I bet you he'd be on the dance floor with Audi.
Man, that nigga be on the dance floor, man,
hey,
speaking that
Mr. GQ Smooth with the glasses.
You know what I'm saying? Talking about something. What's up? I'm steady.
Right, stop playing. This boy playing.
He's playing. That's a banger. That's a banger.
Come on, man. This for the soul, baby. You can't help but groove the soul, baby.
I ain't saying it ain't a banger. I'm just saying.
You got I know it's a sad that R. Kelly wild nigga, but he made bangers, man.
Hey, I'm sorry. They knew this man was a freak.
They knew it.
I'm sorry. I see. Look, let me tell y'all something, man. Look, I don't condone, the physical contact of a man doing things to a woman. It's just period wrong. You feel me? But
like raping.
When you put yourself in a situation, because look, check this out. He didn't tell him to get in the car. He didn't tell him to come to the house if they didn't want to. He didn't put up a So they knew this man was about to. They knew they was into something that was about to get mainstream. They knew it. They go to every concert and see how my boy, and they go crazy and shit. Panties hitting
gyrating this shit.
Exactly. So you knew what you signed up when you knew what this man was capable of doing. He didn't make this music for no reason, and he was speaking about it in the music. So the fact that you went over there, you got some of that honey love and all that good shit you loving.
We don't promote pedophilia on the Streets Up Radio show.
Hey, no, I'm not saying we don't, but I'm just saying
that's wrong.
That's just what happens in our world, and then some people are so quick to yell out, "Oh, he did this to me. Oh, he did that." No, No.
Well, if
I'm
he
sorry.
raped, you can't say rape. Rape and pedophilia different. This nigga was raping babies.
Well, I didn't see.
I ain't see.
no
I ain't
evidence.
see it.
We-
I
Allegedly.
didn't see it. That's what I'm
Allegedly.
saying. I
we-
can't
Allegedly. I ain't
say he
see.
did,
It's
and
just
I can't say he
hearsay
did it.
in the
That's
movie
something
on
I
the
didn't
shit. I
see.
ain't see shit though.
That's some he say she say shit.
Yeah, that's some he say she say.
So
shit.
I can't just say, oh, he did it, and I
I
can't
know.
say, oh,
I know.
he
We
did it.
ain't. Even if the movie came out with all the 60 women, we can't say that they.
Man,
them
somebody
women
they
telling
said
the truth.
that wasn't even him. Then they said it was. I don't believe nothing.
Oh, I just know that nigga got some good.
But I know who do know the truth. The man
God.
upstairs.
The man upstairs, and that's who we got. That's who got to worry about him, not us.
Hey,
Because
what he
if
say?
our house glass, we can't throw rocks.
Aha,
Motherfucker.
aha.
Aha.
Don't tell nobody.
No, y'all crazy. This music industry is wild. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
wild.
But they've been on the judge. They've been on kid trafficking. You know what I'm saying, and all this other stuff. Because you got rich white men. You know what I'm saying, in the industry doing sick shit. You know what I'm saying? So they just use the music as a way to, to do their little dirty shit. Number 5 on my 7 ways independent artists fuck up is trying to do everything by yourself. Number 1, like for you, Steady, you're an artist, you know what I'm saying? You are independent. I hope you know that you can't do everything by yourself. If you don't have good people that you trust to do your business, you need to pay people like you, because it's about marketing, it's about getting good studio time, about getting good producers, you know what I'm saying, about sales. So, you got a team?
That's
it's
very
kind of like
important.
I'm learning that shit now. You feel me? Like
That's very important.
Yeah.
Coming up as an independent artist,
Treetop
you have to have a solid team.
Treetop, it's like you seen like me thugging that shit. Like I'm gonna post this shit, do this, do that, and it's like now I'm getting to the point. I'm like, yeah, I need a fucking team.
Yeah, you need a team, man, because a team is going to help you expand, because you can't do everything by yourself. You can't pay attention to the views on the YouTube. You ain't going to be able to pay attention. You know what I'm saying? You need a team.
You know what I feel like every rapper needs?
Like that. You feel me? Like you get like it's too much for one person.
Yeah.
You know?
What you were saying,
That's
Ace?
how fuck-ups happen.
No, I'm saying, you know what I feel like every artist really needs?
What?
Is a person that's a part of your team that is not willing to criticize you on your work.
A person that's not willing to tell you, nigga, that's some shit. What the fuck is that?
No. Look, let me people take that wrong too, and let me elaborate. When you in the studio, because I've been in the studio plenty of times, made beats and shit. With plenty of artists, like with my friends and shit.
Are you a producer?
No, I try to. I'm not gonna say I'm for one, but I try.
Oh, all right.
And when your shit don't sound right, but you trying to convince yourself that it is.
Right.
You feel me? No, you probably know that. That's why you laughing.
Yeah, he hit it like, damn, I just did that on the song.
So it's like you got to sit there, and then you try to sit there and try to make it make sense.
Right.
But if you don't got that one person in the cover like, yo, bro, that shit trash.
Yeah.
You ain't going to be able to know how to adapt from that.
Right. You got to be able to take the criticism too, because a lot of people is thin skinned, especially a lot of rap artists. You know what I'm saying? They thin skinned. They don't like a motherfucker saying that's some shit.
Right, exactly. So then when you think you all good and gravy like the Jello pudding, you hop on stage.
Right.
And then it's the
like
real
a Corley
deal.
Ray, you like, yeah. I'm like, yeah.
Exactly. You gonna sit there and be like, oh, that nigga told me. He told me to prepare for this shit. I need to go get somebody to criticize my ass. Well, my boy, he an asshole. That's my nigga.
Right. Let me find my asshole friend.
You feel me? But that was always the number one thing. Always have a solid ass team. And I'm talking about a person that's willing to put the same hours you put in at the studio with you.
Right.
Somebody that's been in through thick and thin.
Right. Because you need that. You need that.
Even if they gotta go, hey bro, I need some coffee. Go get my nigga a coffee.
Right.
Go get my boy some Pepsi, or go get him some more something. Somebody that's gonna rock with you, that's gonna be there and help you. Like you said, it's never nothing wrong to have help being an independent contractor. Get you some features. If they nice, fuck with them. You feel me? You never know where you can go. You feel me? Think about all the new rappers right now that's actually that's trying to do the old way. They getting people that's features on there. You feel me? Good rappers and beats and shit, and they act an ass. Right. And they have fun doing it. Enjoy this shit. You feel me?
At the end of the day, it's all fun.
Exactly. It's all fun.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
It's all
Motherfuckers you might get people that come up there and criticize you from the actual your own type of world. But guess what? Just think about it like this. They recognize you. They see
Right.
you.
Yeah.
You're
They
not
see you.
invisible.
Exactly.
So you gotta look at it as that. You feel me? So do your
Right.
shit, bro. Go reach for the stars, nigga, because sky is the limit, motherfucker.
Sky's the fucking limit. Hell yeah.
Right there.
Number 6 on out of 7 things that independent artists mess up on is not creating good music. And you just touched on it, Ace. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you got a song, you know what I'm saying, and you just trying to convince yourself, like, is this joint the one? It's probably not the one. You got to make good music. Now, like Vision said earlier, the music is definitely subjective. So when you making music, if you have a particular audience that you're trying to make that music for, you want to stick to that audience. You know what I'm saying? You just don't want to be making all type of different type of music because you're not going to really get a real fan base. So creating good music.
Right. You gotta type shit, you know.
Right.
Because I ain't gonna hold you like the nigga. I don't mean to cut y'all off.
No, you good.
Like Vision, for prime example, when we be recording and all that. Like,
yeah.
I know how I'm supposed to sound on songs.
Right.
Like he got different type of. He like, nah, that sound cool. That sound cool. I will redo a whole verse. The junk could be done all that. I'll redo the whole shit until that shit like feel cool to me.
Right. So you get that vibe of the song, like, oh yeah, this the one.
Exactly. And another thing artists really need to do, they actually need to build a relationship with their engineers so they both can
Come on, man. Say it again, man.
You feel me? You gotta build that relationship with your engineer. Because if you go ahead and go to a studio, pay an engineer, the nigga might mix the joint up, but it ain't how you want it.
Exactly. You gotta build relationships. You don't want to just keep going from engineer to engineer, because then you're gonna look like it's like in the streets when you got a plug. You fucking with one plug and the plug, you know, you ain't developing a relationship. Then you going to another nigga. The nigga you gonna get fucked out. You gonna get fucked off. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta stick with one engineer and build a relationship.
You're right. And you know what else?
What?
Pay your fucking engineer.
Pay yo, that's right. Come on, man.
Pay your fucking engineer. If you know your engineer is a part of that team and he been stuck in there with you, did concerts with you, pay your fucking engineer.
Yeah, no free shit because you grew up with the nigga, man. Fuck that.
Exactly.
Producers, man. Make sure.
I need my money, nigga. I need it now.
You know what, Ben?
JG,
I'm gonna give you some appreciation shit because you is my engineer and I love you, nigga.
We love you, Ben. We love you. Thank you for being our engineer. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always get you to shout out your Cash App, because I know somebody out there is listening is gonna make a donation to our cause. You know what I'm saying?
I got you, and I got you with a little bit of that. You're beautiful.
Beautiful to me. Man. Okay, the last one before we get up out of here, before I wrap it up. The last one is that we've been touching on it all day, is the not learning. Okay, that was the bell. Gotta wrap it up. Oh, it's okay. We gonna finish it up. So the last one is not learning. As an artist, you have to always be willing to learn, you know what I'm saying? Especially music, you got to learn about the music business, the industry, and you got to learn about financing, marketing, sales, communications, you know what I'm saying? Just the business overall, and you got to have a plan. You know, there's a lot of artists out here that don't really have a plan, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boys, the Water Boys in DC, you know what I'm saying? I talked to them when they came out LA. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a plan, you know what I'm saying? When you are building yourself, and you got to have a clear direction on where you want to go, so you can touch a lot of people, so you can influence a lot of, so you can influence a mass audience, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to wrap it up. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. I appreciate No Filter Personality Podcast for tapping in with me, my man Ace. Make sure y'all check him out. They have a show on a platform, on Townhouse Media platform. When do y'all have y'all show, Ace? Let the people know when y'all be going on online.
Hey, man, so y'all can catch us every Monday at 8 o'clock Eastern time, 11 o'clock. You feel me? We go up, we turn up. You feel me? It's No Filter Game Podcast, New Personality with Mr. Sauce Run and myself.
Shout out to Mr. Sauce Run.
What's your IG?
What's your IG?
It's okay, so it's Mr. Dooney Man. Damn.
Mr. Dooney, can you spell that for some people that can't well, there's some people that can't spell.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's R. Dooney Man, which is DOONEY man. Damn.
Okay. Is the damn DAMN or is it a lot of A's in the damn?
It's about 3 A's and
okay, because you can't leave that out, Ace.
No, it's right there. It's right
Yeah,
there.
he didn't mention the underscore.
You didn't even mention the underscore.
Y'all gonna have to excuse me. I just made that one. So hey, we gonna put a pin in it. We gonna come back to that.
We gonna put a pin in that. We gonna come back to that one. Okay, what's your cash app, Ace? You got a cash app just in case some people out there want to make love donations.
Let's get the bag.
Get the bag. Is it DA or THE?
It's THE.
Okay, get the bag. Make sure y'all do the money sign. Get the bag, man. Hey, South, what's your Instagram name? Your cash app name?
Instagram and all that. Like my handle on this junk. No, only difference is Cash App that $sign. You feel me?
Cash App that $sign. All right, man. I appreciate y'all guys turning in. Y'all know how we do. This is Treetop Radio LA, man. A Townhouse Media platform. Y'all know I never go an episode without thanking my lovely woman for being my heart, my spine, for giving me direction, for, you know what I'm saying, just being the sugar in my coffee, you know what I'm saying? The strawberry on my cheesecake, you feel me? The sock in my shoe, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how supportive she is, you know what I'm saying? She like everything to me, you know. It's always free motherfucking Simba to that man is free. You feel me? Moco's finest. My man is gonna be home soon, God willing, inshallah, man. We're gonna ask that judge, you know what I'm saying, make everything right, to how it be right. Because when he touched down, it's a wrap for you niggas, you know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Capitol Heights 41. Shout out to my mother, Armida Cato. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother, Scooby. Long live Dino De Niro. Long live Lundy. Long live my father, Reverend Mark Cato. Hey, Ben Ready, give them your Cash App name and your Instagram name so they can follow you, big bro.
Cash App is Ultimate Apparel. ALLTUHMENT Apparel. Instagram at The Real Ben Ready. Bitch.
Hey, you already know. Hey, I'm your girl, Big Homie Smiles. Y'all can cash at me the $sign Treetop Radio 87, man. Follow me on Instagram. That's big_homie Smiles with a Z41. Follow my business page, Treetop Radio LA, man. Hey, Ben Ready, we out this bitch.